I was skeptical about this one because I've owned a couple of big screen TVs over the years, and each time I upgraded I thought the next model would finally be the one that does it all. The old picture used to look fine until I sat down to watch a movie on my laptop and realized I was missing out on real depth. Then I got a chance to try Sony's 77-inch Bravia OLED that's billed as IMAX Enhanced, and honestly, the difference was enough to make me pause the maybe later mindset. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the pure black OLED contrast is something you notice the moment you switch it on. When you're watching a dark thriller and the background should be a seamless void, the screen actually stays black instead of turning into a murky gray. That kind of deep contrast makes the subtle shadows in a film feel intentional instead of washed out, and it also helps when you're gaming in a dim room. You can spot enemies that would otherwise blend into the background. It's not just about a prettier picture, it reduces eye strain because your eyes don't have to hunt for details in a grayish night scene. The processing power behind the TV is another practical win. Sony's XR cognitive processor looks at each frame, decides what needs sharpening, what should stay soft, and balances color across the whole picture. I noticed that during a fast-moving sports broadcast, the motion stayed smooth without the soap opera effect you sometimes get on cheaper models. The frame interpolation felt natural, so I could follow the ball on the soccer field without the image looking jittery. That same processing shines when you stream a 4K HDR series on Netflix. The highlights stay bright but never blow out, and the colors stay true to the creator's intent. A feature that's easy to overlook but makes everyday life smoother is the cleans without dripping design for the remote and stand. The TV's surface has a nano coating that resists fingerprints and dust, and when you do need to wipe it down, you can use a dry microfiber cloth without worrying about streaks. I've had a habit of touching the screen to navigate menus, and after a few weeks the mark usually left on other TVs becomes a noticeable smear. With this model, the screen stays clean, which is a small but welcome convenience when you're trying to enjoy a movie night without pausing to scrub away smudges. Because this is a Google TV, the interface feels like a built-in smart hub rather than an afterthought. Voice search works right from the remote, so I can say play The Crown Season 3 and the TV pulls it up from the streaming app one have installed. I also appreciate that the built-in recommendations aren't a random shuffle of shows. They're tailored to my viewing habits, and the IMAX Enhanced titles get a special badge, saving me a few clicks when I'm looking for that cinema-like experience. Another practical benefit is the size. 77 inches is a sweet spot for a dedicated home theater space. It's big enough to fill your field of view without needing a massive wall, and the slim bezel makes it feel less like an appliance and more like a piece of furniture. I placed it on a wall mount and the lean-back angle is perfect for both sitting on a couch and standing on a stool while I'm cooking. The picture stays consistent, and I don't have to tilt the screen every time I move around the room. The bundle includes a 2-year Amber protection plan, which is actually a good peace of mind addition. It covers accidental damage, like a cracked screen, and provides priority service. While most people hope they'll never need it, the fact that you can call a dedicated line and have a technician dispatch a replacement within a few days is reassuring, especially when you've invested in a premium TV. Now, before I wrap up, I want to be honest about what I liked and what fell short. The positives are clear. The contrast depth really does bring dark scenes to life. The processing keeps motion fluid without artificial soap opera smoothing, and the easy clean surface saves you from constant finger smear battles. I also appreciated the Google TV integration for quick voice search and the protection plan that adds a safety net. On the flip side, the size does require a sturdy wall mount. The TV is heavy enough that you'll want professional installation, which adds extra cost. Also, I noticed that the built-in speakers, while adequate for casual watching, lack the punch you might want for an immersive experience, so a soundbar or separate audio system is something many buyers end up adding. All in all, the Sony 77-inch Bravia OLED delivers a solid mix of picture quality, smart features, and practical conveniences that make it worth considering if you're in the market for a new big screen TV. Thanks for watching, and remember the link is below if you want to grab one for yourself.